Oh yeah, I was gonna say when I got back. I didn't post about that at all. At Zay's stream. Live again with some game development in Godot. Yep, yeah, currently live. Okay. Oh, hello, Tio! Surprise! Yeah, so, where the fuck was I? We got to this error. Oh my god, this had literally been running in the background this whole time. Whoops. Well. But you know, went over to pick up Mecha. Even though they got the discharge, so like they can leave. Like they were just allowed to leave. They're just waiting for the paperwork to come in, just like sign off the paperwork to leave. That took over 30 minutes. So that was fun. Although we did stop at the Italian marketplace and I got more gluten-free pizzas, so I'm gonna eat like a freaking king this weekend. While you're gone, the worst takeaway of your life where they delivered banana fritters covered in sweet and sour sauce. That sounds atrocious. Wow, sweet and sour sauce I don't think would go well with banana fritters whatsoever. I mean, honestly. Ugh. Alright, oh shoot, where was I? Yeah, update area creature and in parentheses creature. Like, I know that we can put value, like different values in here, and I think just for my own sanity, let's actually do this. Just, no, let's make this level. K level, no. Not V level either. I need to relearn how to type. I got home, I ate a snack, I went live. We'll see who shows up. This is a much kind of later time frame than I normally do, but I'm actually kind of curious if taking a break in the middle of the stream would actually let me go for a little bit longer. You know, Mecha's doing fine. Yeah, Mecha's doing fine. I actually got to talk with Mecha's mom about the grandmother, and yeah, that's still like super early. I found out that was actually this morning, not last night, which is why schedules had to be very quickly reorganized. So yeah, she's in the hospital though. Thankfully it's not like, oh, she's in dire state or anything. It's like, no, they're still learning stuff on that one. But yeah, nothing too much really to report. That's kind of a good news, I think. All right. So what we need to do is we need to ensure that this information is properly sent over. So again, spawn creature, and this is where it fails. So level is 1. So it's sending the correct information over. But it should be updating this to node is null. So node path is not being grabbed correctly. So the index is 1. It grabbed the global area, which is correct. That is the right node path it should be grabbing. And grid / area 1 node is null. That's not correct. The node should not be null because it's trying to update null for the path. Okay, so why does this... I mean, I might be, I don't know. We'll find out. It was like basically all the people who were like immediately involved in her are like, you know, still stressed out about it, so I didn't pry too much. All I know is that she's kind of confused and disoriented right now, but that apparently is not super abnormal for her right now anyway, so a bit more than normal. That's about it. So yeah, all that I know. Yeah, so variable index is 1. Yeah, so we have to figure out why the node path is not correct, because grid slash area 1, that should be correct. Copy node path. Yep, grid slash area 1. So that is correct, but it's not inputting this as a get node correctly. Let's go into the Godot documentations. Get node. Synaptic sugar. These two shorthand shorten your code. You except firstly putting the on ready annotation for member variable makes it initialize right before the ready callback. Yay! Well, I mean, I had 40 minutes this earlier today that you missed, but otherwise, yeah. Welcome back from dinner, Neo. Social annotation get node. It's always please for the node you want. So wait, could I do... Because I just have to call this once. I could potentially just do $shield. Second. Like, could I just do that? Oh god, what was that? Control K? Yeah, Control K. Hey, what'd you have for dinner, Neo? So potentially this will work. Nope, still failed. Grid slash area 1 is the node path. Brenner, breakfast dinner? Yep. Start was a couple hours ago. You missed that one. Grid slash area 1, and if I wanted to copy node path, if I want to do this, it would be grid slash area 1 dot creature equals level. Got it. So that's the problem here. Because for all I know, we should be able to just do node.creature equals level, because it should do this node path. I wonder, could I do area $sign area %d? Oh wait. Dang it. Brenner for dinner. Sausage, fried egg, baked beans, black pudding, fried mushrooms, and chips. As in thick fries. No, I get what chips are. I get it. Yeah, sounds like a decent time. Okay, so right now it's just not saving this node as this. It's saving this as a null every time. We're actually gonna turn on that. Well, I know it's gonna fail there. Duh. Fucking node.creature equals level. So it should change the node of area 1 in this instance, because we're moving it over to 1. Yep, and failed here because the node is null. So node can't get this. What? Do I have to do this? Hold on. Nope, still null. Yeah, it's just saving this as null every time. That's so interesting. Pretty bad case of food poisoning, taking over 40 hours to make sure this has been properly flushed. So today, really large lunch. Oh my god, Dusk. It was a good lunch. Lily's envious of the lunch. Yeah, I'm happy that you're feeling better. So to say... Okay. Can't fucking spell, but you can freaking flush, apparently. Is global.area null? I don't know, let's try running this. Well, no, it's not, because it does save the index correctly. 1 second. Yeah, it saves out as a 1. Yep. Still saves it as 1. Because that is what global area is. Yeah. Yeah, it's just this, because it has the path of grid/area1 as the node path, but variable node is saved as null. That's super fascinating. And it has to get this every single time we go through this. Like, it's saving the level correctly, it's just unable, it just doesn't know the freaking node. Saving nodes as a variable, how possible is that? Because, like, we were doing that in the main. That's where I grabbed this from, it's right here. The relative node path that's wrong? I mean, oh wow, it's just so weird because I literally grabbed it from here. That path is relative to main. We're in main. I guess, oh, because I'm in main right now, so we have to go up and then back down into grid area. Ah, that's right. That's right. Oh, yeah, because no, we're not in main. We're in here. That's right. I haven't even grabbed main. Okay, so theoretically I could just do main/grid/area D. Because this is in, the creature updater is in here. It's in the auto load, so it's not even in main. I don't know, let's just see what happens. Boop, still failed. That's still null. Main grid area 1. Fun fact, Maine is the only United States that I have not been to. I have driven through or visited every single state, including the islands of Hawaii and Alaska, but I've never been to Maine. But that was the first place I owned land in, thanks to Cards Against Humanity. This was our route. Look up that Notepad doc page again. All right. Is there any particular reason? It's very out of the way. I go on a lot of road trips, and like my trips to that coast are not very frequent. And Maine is literally the very top right corner. It's like you have to go very far out of your way to go into Maine. And everywhere there is really, like every state there is really small. So it's like whatever. It's like there's not too much going on in each individual state. So it's just like when I was in Rhode Island, looking at colleges to go to, I didn't realize until leaving that I was about a 30-minute drive away from Maine. I could have just gone there and stepped on it and said, yeah, I've gone to every single one. But nope, totally forgot. It's just too far out of the way. I've driven through or visited every other state because they were either on the way of me going to another place or they were where I was going. All right, node path. Where's the node path documentation? It's like theoretically be this. Tree input data. Node path. Get path. Instead of get node, we could do get path. Or get path 2. There's absolute path of the current node. The current node is inside the scene tree. Oh, it's not. Yeah, I need the node to do that. That's right. Okay. You're gonna go to main sometime, say you've been to them, or are you gonna actually avoid just, there'd be awkward and annoying people have issues with things not being resolved? I have no thoughts on the matter. It, genuinely, I could not care less. The only reason that I've been to every other state is because, again, I was just there. It's like, if I have a reason to go up to Maine, I'll go up to Maine. But until then, I don't have much of a reason to go up to Maine. So it's just, if I get the opportunity to, I might. Just to say I have. Alright. So, that's mildly annoying. Because we need to get into the main grid area, but node path seems like it'll only work if if this script is in here. Now, could I make this into a node? Well, no, I can't because I reference it in the creature, and this sends information over to the creature updater. So yeah, this has to be in a auto script. So could I do this? Could I? That'd be very funny. Nope. Check path construction doc to see to reference route. You said path construction doc, and I typed in like node path and such, and I was like, that's what I found when I showed. Node path construction. It brings me just to node again. Yeah, you're gonna have to find me the link again. It's a thing to have to try and find, and it's a bit of a pain. And see, this is something that like I'm trying to get better at with this stuff. Okay, you Googled it. I was in the documentation. Okay, I want to point out node path. I'm sorry. The thing that fits the exact thing is so far down. Y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a space in there. Oh, wow. Okay. Grandparent node, lead slash means absolute from the scene tree. Equivalent to get tree, get root main. If scenes are root nodes are called main. Would root then work? It'd be root main area 1? Or root main grid area 1? Lowercase r for root. And would there be that at the beginning? I don't know. Let's just try it out. Fuck it. Oh. I'm gonna be real. Was not expecting that. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Okay, so that's good. Now we need to make it so that it resets it to 0 when it leaves. We need to get the previous location that we were at and say, hey, we're no longer we're no longer empty. Which actually, no, we can do that in here. No, the creature updater. Yeah. Whenever, because this one is what's changing the data in the individual things. In the bookmark folder of core resources or something I'm learning, references I learned, even if you have to read something once, you're at the end of a fire hose. Checking back to doubt yourself is a good habit. Like, honestly, knowing that I can do node path and it's just no spaces is plenty for me right now, but there will probably be plenty of stuff I need to go back and reference. I was doing that with Sammy. I was actually doing that quite a bit with Sammy. All right. So yeah, this is changing the creature value in here. But we need to change the previous creature's value. Do we have previous area is a recorded value? So we could actually change previous area to 0 again. I feel like I did that. Nope, I did not. Okay. Yeah, because there's never an instance where we move something and something else doesn't, like, takes over its space. It should always be empty when you move it, at least for what I'm doing. Yeah, so that means that whenever we move it, this will also set the previous one to 0. And again, this is triggering whenever we move anything, because that's why we have the level value. Because when I make the creature level 2, creature level 3, creature level 4, it'll say, oh yeah, no, change that new bitch to like 2, 3, 4, whatever, set the previous one to 0. Whoops. Fucking, we're just using previous area. Gold.prev area. Just use as an option specifically for food was spilled and automatically filed a refund request. Oh! Hey, hopefully it works. Rooting for you. Oh, you already got a Zapdos! Get wrecked! Oh, because we never established a previous area. Go. I'm only grabbing this because we actually have to... yeah, we're going to be putting this into the mains array. I'm still going to host the array in the main. Super Pokemon woes me. I know, right? It's a very cute Zapdos. Oh, I have a fucking move creature thing in here. Oh, and I just did this. Oh, that's right, because I was going to try and reference this other stuff, but I never got this fucking working. That's right. Do we have main.move creature? But that basically never would work. I think? Okay, we're just going to put this into here anyway. Like, oh my god, I'm going insane. I have two functions that basically are doing the same shit. Or they're going to be doing the same stuff. Because the creature itself handles it moving. But other things handle what the other stuffs are. Yep, okay. Creature updater. Previous area equals... So we don't actually have to do it like that. What we can do is grid array global.previous area equals 0. Okay, well. That's right, because we don't have the grid array in main. We have to get the main... Oh my god. Let's see if this works. Kind of figured. Oh! Fuck yeah, that works. Yeah, I know, right? Nothing like fighting past self in code. Hey, that's why I'm gonna remake this again when it's all done. Thankfully, I have actually... I'm making it such that when I make creature 2, 3, and 4, it should just be, like, drag and drop the code from creature 1, edit a couple of lines, and it should work fine. It's just a case of how do I... Then I have to make it work where it stacks with another one and merges correctly. That'll be the new part, but making creature 2, 3, and 4 are not hard-coded. Like, creature 1 is not hard-coded, so I have to remake it entirely. Thankfully, it should be able to make that different. All right. Yeah, so root main grid array previous goals previous area equals 0. So it finds where the previous area is and it sets that to 0. I think that's about that. Now let's go into here. Grid array dot global area equals global creature. So we have to now move this over here. And instead of that, it's going to be root slash main dot grid array. And that sets the new one into the global creature. Parcel creature in the game. You're gonna hate updating those. Parcel creature in the game is GScript an object-oriented language. Anyways, unique Parcel creature in the game. Thankfully, it's only creature 1, creature 2, creature 3, creature 4. So if I have major problems, yeah, I'm going to update these. Honestly, I'm more kicking myself because areas 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way down to fucking 24 all have stuffs to hold their own information. Yeah, answer your question, Neo, it is. I totally didn't read Gane's homework. Thankfully, all these actually work, so I don't have to go through and update all of them, but there is some minor differences between them. Okay, let's just see if this works. Nope. Root main grid area. Wait, what? Node path / root main grid area 1. What? These programs is learning mistake for the next time we can't learn that's why it's an advantage. Yeah. All right, so we don't have the node path anymore. Fantastic. All right, so if we want, I'm just gonna spitball here and just try that out. Oh. So it does have these backwards where it says fuck off, I'm full. But okay, I have to flip those around. Oh god, that will be in all of these, isn't it? Global.creature equals 0. Well, no, we just want if our variable creature equals 0, else print time empty. Still says fuck off, I'm full. Okay, well, that's annoying. The fuck off, I'm full. Not fuck off, I'm in. Fuck off, in full. Oh, okay, I see. That sounds like something I would phrase it though. Fuck off, in full. That yeah, I actually could totally see myself phrasing it like that. I actually kind of like that a bit more. This is just to test stuff, but clearly it's not, you know, working correctly. The fact that we don't even need this. It doesn't matter what, this doesn't matter. That doesn't do anything anymore. That's just for me to test some stuffs. It's like, we can move all these over and we can move it back. But we can't move it back again. Interesting. So we need to figure out why the previous one is not resetting back to 0. My first thoughts are in main. Just in case this is causing a problem here. Okay, so that let me put it back. Howdy, Sasha. But we can't put it there. We can't put it there. Can't put it back. So yeah, it's not correctly updating the information. It lets you put it back to where you originally were. It does reset the array. So wait, wouldn't that be... Because when we're putting something somewhere, it's just checking the array. So why is it that when I go to drop it, it's not... Global.creature equals 0. So let's double check. Global.creature equals 0. Yep. Area 0. Previous area 0. Global area equals 0. Global creature equals creature. So it updates the creature value with what's in here. But we could just have this pull the array. I don't know why I have this calling this specific part. Because we made the array here. This is, you know, we add something into this spot. Array index makes it into a 1. And whenever we move a thing, it finds the previous area, which is where we pull it from, and makes that a 0, which is clearly not working. It's not making that a 0. Well, no, it's not that it's not doing that. It's that we're also not changing the value in the node. So could I just have this thing read the array instead of doing this complex shit with the... We're just gonna add it in with reading it as the creature value in the thing first, all right? We're gonna fucking do that. Do we have previous area? Yeah, previous area is a thing. We have to get the previous area's node. So previous area. Yep, okay. Nope. Prev area. Then their prev node equals get node prev node path. Now what we can do is we can change the node of the previous node paths to 0. So prev node dot creature equals 0. So we're just going to set the previous one to 0. I know that we have this saved in here already, but right now I have it set up where it's saved in 2 spots, and I hate that. But right now I do need the areas to be able to know what creature they have in them, as well as the array can keep track of that. Just for the time being, that'll be something I can do in the next one. That array genuinely can hold all that information without any problems whatsoever. I just didn't know how to access it properly. Now I know. Now I know. God, this is going to be so much nicer on the version 2, but let's finish version 1. Never mind, it failed. Fuck. All right. Oh, wait. this should have worked actually. Function update area creature in this slash root main grid area D previous area. So this should be putting the previous area as. No, we never established what previous area was. Global dot prev area. So now we're pulling that previous area and we're saying, hey, here's where you were at, bitch. Hey! That's weird. And it even acknowledges when it's full. Okay, if I hold down on another spot and let go on a new one, I think it moves it over there or something. Hold on, there's something weird. Yep. Okay, so I can make it go backwards, which is probably not wise. Probably not wise. So what I'm gonna do is in the global, we're gonna put a real quick function in here. Print area. I just want to make sure, when is it updating this? Print, actually no, what am I doing? Okay, well, it's not doing that. Oh, because I put it in fucking... 0 and null. So previous area is null, that's fair. 6, 0, 1, 5, 0, 12, 0. But 8, 12, 2, 12, 1, 12, 4, 12. So it's able to keep track of the previous location pretty fucking well. Now it's 14, 14 though. I guess because I just put it on 14 and the previous area is 14. If I click there, then now it's saved as 9. Okay, so if I click up here and I just like drag that. It's like, how do I replicate this? See, now it's 3, 3. But now it's 6, 3. It's like, it's in that little time where it's like not quite. Yo, dog. I heard you don't understand what's going on. Okay. Oh! Why is it able to do that? Uh-oh. Oh, we did it again. Okay, so I held down on it and then let go over here and it moved it. But it doesn't always do that. Huh. Oh! I clicked here and I moved over here and now it's down here. Previous area, like... previous area is not there at all. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it saved the coordinates that I clicked on correctly, but yet it moved it down here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, down at 13. Huh. Yep, and that failed to place it for some reason. I don't really know why that failed. Why is this failing? 0 is not occupied. At export creature. Oh my god. As regards to is the front number Pokemon RS Pokemon sorry, is the font for the numbers power RS Pokemon RS font? I believe it's Ruby Sapphire Battle font. It was the fonts I had on my computer. I just applied it. Oh, sorry. Is each creature area telling you what previous was? Are they competing? No. They shouldn't be. On. We're gonna have to close out of that because that's not helpful right now. What is it? What outputs if it's a previous or not? No, each area tells you what it is. Input action just clicked, and it only updates when you click on an area. So if I, pull this up again. If I click on here, 0, 4. The previous one that I had was 0. The new one is 4. And if I click on 0 again, now it says 0, 0. The previous one was 4, but it should have updated that to 0. Oh wait, no, it only does that when I'm dragging, which that seems like a mistake. Seems like a mistake. Because it only does so when I'm dragging and I let go. Then it updates the current area. So that updated the first one to 1, and the previous area was a 0. Now it should be, yep, previous area was the 1, now we're on 6. Yeah, current area is 6, previous one was, or current area is 0, previous one was 6. That's like, that kind of works. But if global's dragging, yeah, so we want, because this will just be like wherever we click on is the previous area. And so it knows where the previous area was in case we need to send it back there. And if we're dragging, oh, but that's if I'm clicking, not if I release in a location. No, they're two different ifs. They're not layered. So this one is just if I ever hover over something while I am dragging, then it'll update automatically to that area. Because that's right, I needed to be able to read what's in that area, in that cell. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening here? Okay, so we have 8, 8. 12, 12. And it's definitely something to do with like how fast I click it. So I think that there is something to be said Yep, and it pulled it way over here again. And now 0 is no longer viable. 0 is now locked as the current area. Now we have 2. Can we place it on 0? No. So I think what I think is happening here, I know that I keep saying I should really finish this before I make it again, but I think I have accrued so much coding debt. Yep, now both of these are locked to creature 1. Both of these have creature 1 in them. I think I've accrued so much coding debt. Oh my god. Yeah, so I have too many things that are referencing too many things that they don't need to be referencing because I didn't know how to hold this information initially. Oh, my desire to restart the project already. But I feel like I'll get this far and then I'll mess up something afterwards. Another program done does not mean feature complete. It also means ready to try again. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at with this one. Just an unfortunate reality. Because I have so many different blocks that are stacked on top of each other. Because that problem could easily be something like, you know, oh, I have too long of a delay for the tweening steps. All the way up to there's just a spot of code that's not referencing correctly. Like I have it referencing the wrong thing because I changed how it should be referencing something. I think we're probably gonna just try and make a new one here. Save this, because we did get very far with this. Let's grab open Godot again. Howdy! New. Merger 2. Yeah, well, don't save it in there. Where did I put this? There it is. Here we go. So I learned, the more you code, the better you'll get. Yep, exactly. All right. Round 2. Whoa. So initially, we are going to make a main. And I'm going to try and not like immediately reference back to start off, because I'll also be flipping back and forth a lot. What you're making is effing God Nation. I'm trying to learn Godot. So I am currently working on a merging game where you just have a few different creatures you can merge together. Because that is something that was not covered in what I made prior, right? So really, I'm just effing about. I'm trying to make something, but it's not going to be something that, like, I'm going to be posting and playing, right? Oh yeah, Gunny, I'm not. I'm learning. I'm going to have to learn how to fucking make them otherwise. Trust me. Trust me, I'm not doing that again. All right. Troll. No, wait, no. Sprite 2D, texture, viewport texture. Load. Oh, I need to put those art assets in here. Good enough. So else learns for someone to look at and learn. Well, you came to the right place, because learning is a phrase that's used here. All right, so we have the background. Guess there's really no reason to Actually, no, I do actually want that to be not centered. Yep. Because I feel like it'll be easier to populate the stuff here if I don't have to like do positive and negative integers. All right, nope, that's totally fine. Yay. We want the text for the corner. No, we actually want a label. And label this resource 1. Label this background. Resource 1. And I actually need to open up my listen, layouts. There's a way to, oh yeah, theme. New theme. And in here, I believe I can input a in the label, add type, font, load, and I have this here. Yo! Yo, it's almost like I know what I'm doing. Alright. Alright. I'm saying this right now because you won't stumble and need this. Percent is modulo operator when used on numbers. It provides the remainder. 11 modulo 3 is 2. Yep. I am aware of modulo, but I'm used to it just being mod. Like you just put the word mod. Percent is a modulo operator. Kind of interesting that it's, you also do percent when you're like inputting a number in a line. That's odd. Probably related, honestly. All right, fonts, outline space, offsets. Outline color. I'm just trying to remember exactly what I'm doing here. Way too bright. There we go. Now I know I had a thing that forced it to be in it forced it to be in all caps. Uppercase on. There we go. Right around there. Yeah, I figure a lot of tools are going to be reused. For strings in Godot specifically, and a few other languages like Python is string formatting. A string followed by that tells the code what follows are things to put in the string. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense enough. Okay, we need a button. Theme. Okay, and this is the same theme? No, it's not. Oh, did I not save that other theme? Yep, save theme. Yeah, just save it as new theme. Okay, go over to button, because we're going to be using this theme everywhere. So it's... That should be correct. Sure. Well, I didn't... There's not a type here. And a label is not changed. So this is not correct. Load new theme. Okay. Now I see. Nope. That shader... Why the fuck do I change this again? How do I change this again? Edit. Found it. Found the edit button. All right, so that's for label, but we want a button. Font. We're using the same font. Quick load is one we're already using. Color. We want icon. 1 second. Icon. I don't know. Rich dark red for when we're hovering over it, and then when we're pressing on it. There we go. Just like a random other color. And I don't know what normal color means here. Oh, that's hover. Oh, let's see what that does. I select the current one as the main scene. Okay, that works, I guess. Yeah, sure. Make it jump. Nah, not doing jumpies yet. No, it's just empty. You know what? We're gonna mess with that later. Currently, it is possible to read what it says, so... Text behavior... Let's actually go into theme override, and we're actually gonna font size this down just a little bit. Too far down. Good enough. All right. So we have the... Already, we're right back to where we were before. It was just that easy. Right there. All right. So, let's actually make, in the project settings, auto load, let's just make the, resource manager, because we're gonna need that bitch. Movement manager. Oh, should we just have one dedicated to just managing the array? I think that's probably wise, because then I can reference it easier instead of having the array be like held in the movement manager or something, because the Yep. Area manager create. And oh, be free. Yeah. So yeah. We have that and that. So now we want to populate the areas, which we're not doing manually. Thank God. Drop the cap to my bottle. I am sad. Good enough. All right. Ooh, the movement array could actually... No. Okay. So I'm trying to think. How am I going to populate all of these things? Like, do I just... Fuck. Fucking fuck. All right, in here, I believe we could actually on ready generate the areas. The problem is that we're gonna have the, like, yeah, hold on. Go to the docs, create node. Okay, I believe it's actually just in the node documentation. Process node. Oh, wait, no. Area 2D new makes a new 2D node, for example. Ah, that would make sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so like in here we could do like, what's this, like area 2D dot new. So that would generate a new 2D area when the main is called. Let's just see what happens. Oh, I put that in ready. Oh god, that would have been... that would have made one every single frame. Oh? Oh, no, no. Now in process, I put that in ready. Oh my god. I did put that in the right one. I just... Yep. Yep. Huh. Well, that didn't make anything new. You need to know ready is uncalled. Yeah, I appreciate that you're in the middle of saying a thing. Add child, your node variable here. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up what's like the stuffs to this. Because I might as well see what this is, because it's like, you know, add underscore child, your node variable here. So it'd be adding a child into main for, called it, that's an area 2D, and then variable here. What is the variable, like, area, like just the name? It's like, do I also put down where it is? Like, what's all the variables that I can put in? So, oh my god, where do I even read how this works? Where in the documentation could I can find this? Second. I'm currently just in the area 2D thing. I don't even know if this is the right area. Okay, not there. Variable my node equals area 2D new. Oh wait, so this is like a variable and then we put in, and then we run that as a function basically called add child? Is that seriously how that works? Sorry, right now it's feeling a little bit I'm following along rather than trying to learn, because it's like variable my node. Yeah, I know this thing's gonna have to say pass. Yeah, it's like, you know, variable my node. So let me just put this down. Equals area 2D dot new. Whoop. It's that. It's no different than integer, variables hold things, and a node as a string. Yep. So yeah, I have a variable just called like, hey, here's the node we're making basically. And that variable is area2d.new. Did I say the front door ring? Or is that something else? Going insane. Huh. 1 second. Rise, I was trying to catch the Amora. Fuck. Integers of variables hold things in a node. And a node is a thing. Did I say string in there? Like, I read this thing both times, trust me. If I said string, that's just flubbing. Sweet. Yeah, so whenever we call up this variable, it's just this. So now we can do a add child and then the my node variable. So it's on ready is add child, and in this it's my node. if I'm understanding this correctly. So let's just see what happens. There's no new nodes. Oops. Wait, what? Oh yeah, no. Stuff up there. Yeah, I have to see where this add child thing is in the documentation. Because I don't know why, I just want to know what the fuck to look up for this. I'm gonna call new outside of the ready, by the way. Wait, what? Okay, so it already understands what that is? Nope. Yeah, Gunny, I feel like you're a couple steps ahead of me. I'm gonna try and look up where this add child business is. Oh, come on. Nope, let me look up. Add. Okay, sweet. You guys can't hear the system noise. Okay, found add it. Eve! Hi! Oh my god, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, I actually have to, yeah. No, that's right. I actually have to, poke the dumpster fire if people are down this upcoming weekend for a session in, content warning. So thank you so much for the reminder. But Eve, I hope you're doing wonderful. Okay, found the section on add children. Ah, Eve, how you be? Okay, adds a child node. Nodes can have any number of children, but every child must have a unique name. Children nodes are automatically deleted when the parent node is deleted, so an entire scene can be removed by deleting its topmost node. Being pretty great, being poor Vandal's decisions, but it's okay, we can manage it. Yeah, you gotta tell me about the new place sometime. Forced readable name is true, improves readability of the added node. If not named, the node is renamed to its type. Shows a name with a sibling, the number of suffix more appropriately. Operation is very slow. As such, we're going to be leaving this to false, which assigns a dummy name featuring hat in both situations. Oh, that's actually kind of perfect because I want it to add a number on the end every single time. Oh, that's amazing! Fuck yeah! You're thinking of me! Instruction unless its parameter is true. Intended usage is hide internal notes from the user, so the user won't accidentally delete or modify them. Expensive GUI nodes, the collector internal node for colors available. Variable modes. Children that already has a parent, the function will fail. Remove child first to remove the node from server. Child node, get child. Okay, but we are. We need the child node to be added below a specific node unless children use add sibling instead of this method. For child to be persistent to a pack scene, you must set owner in addition to doing add child. If whoever the tool scripts that are looking to add child, they call without setting owner. The add node will not be single visible in 2D 3D view. Okay. I don't know why my brain immediately was thinking of how to do the array stuffs and making it so the creatures like do not matter at all. Anyways, how long have I been live? Wow, already an hour. Feels like I've done nothing. Yay. Okay, so void add child node child node. Now it's gonna be number of children. Forcible readable name is true. Readable node. If not, the node is renamed to its type, and if it shares a name with its sibling, notes appropriately. So what I can do is name it area. So it'd be node, comma, A. Well, wait, why does... Then what the fuck does it make the name? If I set it to true. I guess it wouldn't be true, or just... Well, it's a boolean. It should be A or B, like on or off. Very common pitfall, think you need to use arrays to store everything, especially when the engine manages things for you like a node tree. Well, keep in mind, when I want... What I'm thinking of in an array in this case is all 25 of the blocks, of the areas, are stored in an array, and if an area's location in the array is a 0, that means it's empty. If it has a 1, it has a creature level 1, 2, creature level 2, 3, then 4. So I can have all 5 of the variables of what creature is in this area be stored in the array itself. And then we just reference where we are in the array to know what creature is in an area. Meaning there's a strong chance I may not even have to code anything in the areas at all. Each node has a local variable in its own script. Right, but I don't want to have each node, like each area node, to have its own script if I can avoid it, because I guess I could make it so I can like change one, it makes the rest of them. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to make just one, and then I have to figure out how to actually repeat it 25 times. Yay. It's going to be on the same level as that node right below it. Forcible readability. Add sibling, if not named sibling, is renamed. Yeah, so the thing is that it's a boolean of just yes or no. But it doesn't say in here that the child's name is what I put down here. Unless that's what this is. But at what point here do I name it? Improves readability of... Okay, so if I just do that and then add true, it's like, yeah, its name is true. It's like, that doesn't fucking help, right? Set a name. Well then, improves readability of the added node. If not named, the node is renamed to its type, and if it shares a name with a sibling, a number is suffixed more appropriately. As such, it's recommended leaving this to false, which assigns a dummy name featuring at in both situations. However, when can I change it? Make a node with a name, then use add child to add to the tree? Oh, this just makes a node, and then we add it into the tree with add child? Oh my god. What the fuck is happening right now? Rogueport music. Yes. This is actually an 8-bit cover of Rogueport by Tater Tot Tunes. I fucking love Tater Tot Tunes. They do some nice jams. Yeah, add child puts it into the node tree. I thought this made the node. Like, I genuinely thought that this was making the node in the first place. Not it was just adding it into this tree. So that's fun. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting lost here. Makes the area 2D node. Okay, so why did we make it a variable then? Is type node. Yeah, so the very first one, the very first variable is, you know, the node of area 2D. You pass on to add child. Oh. Well, I actually know that one. Oh. Oh my god, my brain is fucking frying for this one. Okay. So, my node, like, there's something I definitely feel like I want to have in there. It's just, I completely lost on how to actually achieve this now. I'm not even thinking about how to repeat it 25 times. Right now I'm on, so we make it, but we haven't made it here. We just have a variable called myNode area 2D, and then we add a node that doesn't exist in. So on ready, do we have to make the node then? Area 2D.new makes it in the function ready. So like that makes it, and this adds it into here. Okay. Yep, I actually do remember reading through this one when I was making this game. I made this one at least. Okay. Spawning mobs. Yep, we have a timer name, that timer name, that timer named that. Our group 2D start position, work position, set the wait time property of each timer as follows. Yep. Start position. Spawning new mobs until in a random location on the screen. Yep. All that 2D node is a child of that. Yep. Main scripts. Instance node, real mob scene vaccine. Main mob scene property under the inspector scene variables. You can assign this property. Pulling this over as I'm just reading it aloud at this point. Click on the main node, you see a mob scene property inspector under script variables. Yep. And file system. So this is loading up a different scene. Click the player instance player mode and scene dock, and node dock and sidebar. Make sure signals tabs like in the node dock. Yep. So we're making these functions. Gonna be lurking mostly. I don't anything about programming to keep your stream up. Even it means a lot. But yeah, these are me being self-indulgent streams. This is me wanting to learn a new skill. And thankfully, what I guess obviously I'm not expecting you to be listening along very closely either. But one thing I do like to do is when I understand something, I do try to also verbalize what I'm learning in a way that makes sense to myself, which hopefully makes sense to other people. So, I mean, side goal of people listening along might actually learn what the hell I'm doing. All right, do timeout, start timer. Yep. Okay, on mob time, we'll create a mob instance, pick a random starting collection button to set mob in motion, the path follow 2D node, will make it rotate as it follows the path. So use that to select the mob's direction as well as position. To spawn a mob, we'll also pick a random value to for each mob to move. We'll be boring if they're all moving at the same speed. This is to be added using add child. Okay. So on the timeouts, yep, they instantiate that. The mob location, mob path spawn location, mob spawn location, progress ratio, yep. Variable direction, mob position, and then add child mob. So variable mob equals mob scene instantiate. So basically we are defining what this variable is. We set up like, you know, mob spawn location, variable directions, and all these other things. So we're making it here. We set up basically everything we want in it, and then we make it. We're making something else where we're making a node using new. Yeah. So for us, it'd be variable mob equals. Sorry, it's just like there's like a lot of skin falling off of my thumb right now. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Looks like I got burned or something. Okay. Move this over here. Oh, it's super weird. I can actually move windows right into here because this is just capturing a desktop thing. No, over here. There it is. Yeah, this is actually this is my other monitors, my other secret monitor that's virtualized. That's super weird. Because you notice I have it down here. It can be in top and bottom at the same time. Anyways, sorry. Getting distracted. Oh god, Godot. Yeah. It's fun. I'm learning it. Alright, so yep, variable mode equals area 2D. Yep, that makes sense. Then we set all of these stuffs and then we generate it. So wouldn't we do area 2D dot new? No. Let's spin a little. I'm learning by doing and failing. Like intentionally, I'm making stuffs that I'm just rushing in and just trying stuff out and making things work. And then when it fails, I go back through and I figure out what I'm doing. Line 2 is not even needed here. Gosh, my brain. Because then we can do add child area 2D, because that's what we're going to be making is an area 2D node. Everyone should be node, but it's what? Nope. Line 5 instead. Ah! 2D new, and then this is just... Oh, I did very... We'll just name this my node, just because we were doing that earlier. My node... Oh my gosh. Yeah, it really is a good method of learning. It's how I learned art! And I feel like I'm competent enough with that. So, you know. Run it and read the error. Sweet! What error? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, delta parameters, that's it. These are always here. Sorry, I guess I probably should have pulled them up, but yeah, we have 4 scripts, so it's like, oh, if we're not using delta, do the underscore delta. I'll be honest, I just never really bother with it. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised this didn't pull up an error if this is like kind of putting this in here. It's like I'm reading through this thing as well. Alright, so create a new instance of the mob scene. There's a random location on it. Yep. Mob's direction. That direction. Should be working to your understanding. Awesome. I'm reading through the Godot tutorial thing again. Okay, should choose velocity of the mob. Velocity rotation. It's really... Yep, so mob.linear velocity. So they're establishing all the things and then they're adding child mob. Yeah, as far as I'm reading here, this should be working. The only thing to me that would be different is it's not, we don't want it in ready, we want it as its own function. That's the only thing I'm reading that I would figure would be changing this. But as far as I can understand, this should be working. We were doing so well earlier, too. But yeah, I kind of need the areas before I can really delve too much with the other functions of this. So we'll have to figure this one out. Hello! Because I could actually do the resource manager. No, we don't want resource 2 quite yet. So right now we only need resource 1. And we'll probably do a timer. Oh no, we put the timer on the creatures because I kind of like that. I like it being like X seconds from when they were generated rather than X seconds from initial. All right, and we want to change the value of this text in the label with the resource manager. But yeah, how you doing, Ninja? What are you up to? What's going on in your world? Reason I'm trying to side your degree, and especially might be similar to what you're doing. Ah, it decided degree. Well, I'm terribly sorry for your choice. Dang it. I was so close. Okay, why is this not doing what I want it to do? It should work for that. God dang ads. Oh, well, thank you so much for the Prime. Look at you, now you don't got that ad to deal with. If I could disable them entirely, I honestly probably would. But yeah, I mean, Ninja, the stuff is very fun. Very challenging, but very fun. All right. That, to my understanding, should have actually worked. Okay, what failed here? Some label value type. Oh, it has to be a string. Stringify resource 1. Yo, it works. Let's actually start us off with 1. And I need to remember how to resize the window when we start up. That actually I will pull up in the other version of Godot. So I'm doing so good to figure out the node issue because instant knowledge is neither of us having that you need. I know, I'm sorry. Guaranteeing for sure, just controls music aspect of it in a way. Like, there's a lot going on with the stuff, so I would not be terribly surprised if it's also super daunting to even, like, want to jump into. Okay, so yeah, in here, it's like resizable. Viewport, when, whoop, revert. Oh my god. $264, $342. I think that's what I added as. Sizable on mode viewport. Let's see if that worked. Him. Hey, look, that worked immediately. Let's go. There, I can like resize that easier. Yeah, I'm a him. I appreciate you asking. Yeah, normally, I say normally we do art here, but honestly, I've been doing more coding than art on the streams. Weird how that happens. Alright. So, is this? Bet. Say less. Yep. It's just fun to get distracted with other things occasionally. Alright, now let's actually close out this other one, because I don't want to be jumping into this too much. Sheer magic, that's how. Alright, now let's jump back into main. Figure out why this might not be doing a thing. Wait, spawn area. I did that wrong. Yes. And no, did have to add that. But now let's have the spawn creature button. Just to experiment, right? Button up into main. On this, we just trigger spawn area. Let's just see what happens. Yep, did not make anything. Okay. To job related stuff, there's something you do in your free time. I'm considering this in my free time, but there is a distinct possibility that I can actually tie this into job related stuffs. Just because why not? Like, I am, freelance artist and all that jazz, so I can actually kind of justify whatever I want if I honestly wanted to. Yeah, can't blame you, Gunny. Honestly, the fact that you seem just as confused as I am on this, I figured you were gonna end up installing Godot. I'm sorry, Gunny! Busy bat, and I'm getting him to install a program because he's also just as confused. This is fitting. But I was saying it before, but what I kind of got into art for, well, Gunny's installing this, I'll ramble a bit. What I got into art for was to create stories. I wanted to make webcomics. But more and more and more, I learned that that might be a bit unachievable for me. Like, partially, like, attention to things, wanting to be too much perfectionist with stuffs. And also just generally some health stuff that's happened, like my arm acting up, like, genuinely aching to the point of physical therapy. More recently, it going numb when I twisted my head a weird way, which we fixed that one too, by the way. But the idea of doing a 10-hour plus per comic page comic was a little bit unachievable. Also, it doesn't exactly pay that well, so I'd be doing that entirely on my own time until I got something together for it. And it was just being more and more impossible to fit that. So there's a possibility, and this is more of those, it'd be really cool if thoughts rather than I am doing this for this reason. But obviously typing and using mouse and this type of stuff is a lot easier on me. You crashed it while making a project. That fits for you, Gunny. That fits for you so freaking much. But yeah, it is possible for me to use this as my avenue for interactive art media or the stories that I wish to tell. And this might be something that is more within my realm of being able to do so, rather than drawing out an entire comic. Who knows? It might not even be the case. Who fucking knows? It's not like this is, strictly speaking, less effort, but it breaks up the effort into a lot of other constituent parts, which is probably easier to actually, like, manage. I get priorities changed as long as you're happy. As long as you're happy. Yeah. No one can type today. I'm lucky that I'm not typing in chat, because I probably would flub everything. Yeah, and who knows? Like I said, this could be a thing that I pick up and I do it on the side as a hobby, and then I get right back to doing art, like, properly full-time more normally or something, right? It's like, you know, oh, it might be fun to occasionally do a game jam or something. Did you rename your root node to main? Yep. Realized I had deleted this instead of moving it. Alright, moved it and then deleted it down here. I can't wait for it to be just like, oh yeah, we just forgot like a single punctuation mark. Or like, oh yeah, you need a dollar sign in that. Or, oh man, you forgot to sacrifice a goat to a god or something to get it to work correctly. We are like, in essence, like 3 lines of code in. I don't know, but while you're typing, you can tab to auto type what you have selected in that drop down of suggestions. Yeah, the problem is that I don't know super well what my drop down of selections are when they show up. So I'm trying to just, I'm still learning the core sets before I have too many of the efficiencies, but that is something that I have noticed I am aware of. In fact, just beginning of today, I found out that I can comment out everything with just Control K. It's like, I knew there was a button for that, I just haven't found it yet. And then I found Control K. It's like, oh, I'm so happy. Because in the previous thing, I was like commenting out whole sections, and I was like, I gotta put it on every single line then. Like, arrow down. Oh god, it was a fucking pound, arrow down, pound, arrow down, pound. It's like, fuck me. I like how we're gonna have this, but we don't need, I haven't populated the area 2D yet. Like, we have to get its location, which, well, no, then I would have to know how to do a loop of 25 first. All right, well, doing this, let's actually go into the area manager and let's actually add in the making a creature. Right now, we're making the areas. So these 25 spots all need an area in it so that we can lock the creatures to them and like do all the other stuffs related to that. So right now, instead of manually placing all 25, we're trying to figure out how to generate them. So I only have to make one. And then we just say, hey, yo, make 25 of those bitches. And it makes 25 of them bitches in the right spots and everything. Because it makes editing those things a lot easier. I don't have to edit 25 different entities. And it means that I could theoretically like expand the size of it. And I could end up making a thing that's 30 grids. Yes, Gunny? It was working the whole time. Yep. There they are. Well, that's not... I don't think that's really good here. Because we need... I feel like we need them there in the first place. Well, having them generate every time we load up the game, I guess that's not strictly a bad thing. I don't know, I kind of want to just like have a ball or something. Anyways. Alright, well, it's good to know it's working. That's great. Alright, I know there's a way to just like make an array in here, and I'm gonna... Local is your scene tree. Remote is the runtime. What the game is while running. Yep. I don't know, just something... I honestly thought that we were doing this to generate them in here or something. So I was like, that doesn't seem right. I know there's a way to like make an array as well. I'm just like reading through this. All right. Things. No, you can't do that to local now without writing an editor extension for new features. Yep. Kind of figured. All right. So we got that at least. All right. Assign back. Custom clear count to create trace fill a given value to all. Okay, perfect. Found what we're looking for. What? No, I did that wrong. Grid array equals, we have it empty. Oh, and then in ready, we do grid array dot resize 25, and then grid array dot fill 0. Okay, So now we have the grid. Now we have the array. Hooray! Okay, so this is working. But we have... Do we want it to be areas, though? Didn't we find out that we can do the... Or area 2Ds. Didn't we find out that we can do, like, the canvas... Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to think through... What do we want these things to be? Because we don't have to have them know what's in them at all. All they have to do is say what they are. So whenever we hover over it, it says, oh, I'm area 14. You know, that's all that has to do. Because of that, these can be like basically UI elements. So that the, like one, it plays a little bit nicer with us hovering around it. And we can even use the, like that one grid function in the UI elements, like tabs, in order to place them. That might be a decent idea. Ugh. So instead of like an area 2D, what are the different nodes? Because there's like control nodes. Oh, currently searching a button. Because like, you know, potential, like a grid container. Then we can put these in the grid container. So it basically will set all 25. So I don't even have to tell it where to place them. They know where they should be. Also, I love that you downloaded the entire program, crashed it, got it running again, just to find out that what we were doing was working all along. Like, of course. Yeah, it just makes the most sense. Base class for all GUI containers. I don't think we quite want that. I mean, we'll put stuff in there. Oh god, how did... No, I honestly think an area 2D might just work better. Like... How do I set the variables in it? It would have... Oh my god. I like that this very first step is forcing me to learn a ton of new shit. Sorry, what you're doing if I don't know how to code. I also am decent at explaining things at a base level once I have a understanding of it. That's something I actually really enjoy is like, well, sounds rude to say it this way, but like describe it to a caveman. Where it's like, how do I explain to someone who has literally no concept what the fuck I'm doing? Make the dot go yet? No, sadly, I have not. The dot currently not go. Go dot go. One second. I do, or just how you locally refer to things, they themselves are not actual storage, just names help me pass things around. Yep. Well, when I say variables in it, what I meant by how do I apply variables to it, I meant if I have 25 collision-shaped 2Ds that I've made, where are they? Like, are they at 0, 0? With size 0, 0? Because these have values assigned to them as well. Like an area 2D thing did have stuffs assigned to it. Like, is it interactable? Does it detect if I'm hovering my cursor over it? Those are very important things to know what the settings are for it. So it's like, I know that I can make the node and then use get child or add child for it. So I'm just trying to figure out how I can like make an area 2D, assign everything I need, then get child, and then do that 25 times. In for a loop, you make area 2D, set it up, then add as a child for yourself or to another node. So an object might be also referred to as emphasis was your exposition. I'm taking a variable to each node. Okay, but I don't think that the setting it up and the array are two, like, the array is for a different function. 90% certain that the array that I'm planning on using for stuffs is not, like, it's not really affected by that. Anyways, yeah, so my node, okay, so we have to assign all of the stuffs for the area 2D node. What was it naming these? Just area 2D, yeah, too, okay. Yeah. With the array idea that I was having, it means I didn't have to put a script into every single area saying, hey, what's in you? Are you good to go? What the fuck's happening? The array can handle what is in what squares. What we're trying to do right now is I'm trying to generate 25 items and evenly distribute them in a grid. And then when I have them evenly distributed on that grid and named appropriately for, you know, how I have to reference them, all I have to do is just have it say, yo, I'm area 12. And it's like, okay, check the arrays. Area 12 got some shit in it? No? Cool. Because then the area 12 does not have to know what is in it. It just has to say it's area 12, and then the other shit just handles what is in it, how is stuff's in it, can I move things out of you, can I put something on top of you, I understand what you're doing entirely on my end. All the area has to do is sit there, act pretty, tell me its name, and tell me where it is. All right, that's all it has to give a shit about. That's all it's got to do. So how do I make 25? Okay, how do I do a loop? Let me figure out that, because I have yet to actually know a loop yet. Google, how to do a loop in Godot 4. Get to wrap my head around Godot. Yeah, it's like, this is my first time really diving into the coding language. Ignore the fact that I made one thing in Python. One, singular, one. Which makes me get back into programming. Do it, why not? Oh no. It's a time. Okay, I typed in how do I set up loops, and it's just like, yo, here's how you do a start value for it. It's like, that's not helpful. How do you repeat something? So 4 is the loop function? Squiggly brackets aren't a thing in here. Okay, so theoretically, what I can do, this would be in the area manager. Well, no, yeah, we should be able to do this in here. Theoretically, if I understand this right, for area manager dot grid array. Oh, wait a second. For X and okay. So yeah, apparently 4 is a loop. It's just this thing is not really great at trying to tell me how to initialize this. It's like, so could we just do 425? For I in range 25, we'll loop 25 times and it'll be 0, 1, 2, 3. for I in range 25. That seems... Oof. That seems a weird way of doing that, honestly. And then it... Theoretically, if I'm reading this right, this should make 25 instances of this. Return to the grid array, you probably wants to know which variable slot in the array you're asking for. Well, I was looking over here, and apparently, like here, this is like a random tutorial I found on this that just really broke it down. Numbers 1 to 10 will print to the console that goes, that's this one, for X and 10. This one is, it's like array example 10, 20, 30. So for X and array example, print X. So it'd be like, you know, basically it would be doing every single item in here is what this is saying. Yeah, is there everything in there, right? Yeah, I figured. Kind of figured. Damn. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, granted, I do want to have these things be like area 1, 2, and 3 and such, or 0, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's just see what happens. Okay. It starts at 2 and goes up to 26. It made the right number, but that's off by 1. How? Like, physically, how? But it's like, why didn't it start with area 2D just in general? And why did it just add the ats to them? That's curious. All right, so yeah, my node. Now, where was I on? Oh, that's that tutorial. These are these parameters. Area 2D. Where in here is the name of the node then? Could I do like, oh fuck. Area, yep, 2D dot name. But no, that's not right. Replace all the name or an actual name. Oh yeah, no, I'm my node dot name, whatever you want. I was right there. Fuck yeah. We're just naming them area with lowercase, but area is not declared in the current scope. There. Let's see what fuck happens. Okay, that's what failed. Well, is that not the name of it? I guess the name would be my node then, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be my node. It would be my node. I should have seen that. Area. And then the rest of these did not generate like that at all. Oh. Wait. No, no. There's 2D. My node. No tune's gonna say name. You are close. You are close. All right, and now we have the one setting of the like smart name or something of that nature, right? Where in it's like my node, comma, one then, right? Why did I hit spawn creature? I keep thinking that's it. Yep, got it. Area, and then area 2. That's not good. That's not proper. Because we're going to need area... If I started off with area 1, does that actually... Yo! It does start off with 1. It doesn't start us off with 0. Which Okay, how can that be a pain in the ass? Yeah, let's start off with area 0. Because when we're trying to search for stuffs, it's going to start with that. Yep, 0, 1 through 24. There we go. We got it! Yay! Little claps for Zay! Yay! Little claps for Zay! He did a thing! Yay! Congrats! Yay! That's not how I thought of that. Oh. Hell's yeah. Oh, what were you thinking? Alright, so we generate all 25 areas. Oh my god, that's right. We have a little clappy emote. Wait, where's my little clappy emotes? Instead of passing one of the boo there, you could do name D dollar sign. Right, but that doesn't, oh my gosh. We don't need to. Like, this generates this thing entirely. It's like, I don't think there's a downside to using this system over what you're saying. Okay, so we have 25 areas. They're not in the right locations. Now I'm completely lost on how we could possibly do that. Like, potentially, as we're iterating through the range, we are assigning them locations, but then I have to basically hand put into locations. Because also, we don't have a size for these areas yet. Hold on. Like, we don't have a size or thing for this. Area 2D. Yeah, there's nothing in you. It's cool. Spectre. Monitoring on, monitorable, gravity. And anything that's default is going to be default on this too. You can do math using that to figure out row and column and multiplying by the offset. Yep. Damn it. Yep. My node dot position equals, and then we do have to find the position at first. No! Oh god, no! This actually got way worse. Okay, we can't use area stuffs. So the area 2D node actually is not assigned to anything. You have to apply it to something else and it says, yeah, that's an area, here's the shape of it. And that thing defines the shape. So we don't have a shape information at all here. This is just like the most vaguest of information. So we don't want an area 2D node. What do we want instead? We need something that we can change the color of when something is placed in it, or like give it a border or something. I would figure it'd be in here. I know color rect and texture rect are things that are used oftentimes for this. Like texture rect is by default transparent. So actually this might just work. You should make a creature scene and set up your local tree there. Why? If you're already making 2D nodes, you can make creature scenes. So, to what benefit would there be to making the area 2D nodes instead of making creature scenes? Like, if what I'm trying to do is the creatures just output, you know, their own timers and such, but I don't need to populate 25 of them immediately. I guess I'm failing to see a benefit of it. Because I still have to be able to lock them into locations. Okay, so we actually want a texture rect. Sorry, I think two different terms, games here. I'm referring to creatures as the grid of things. You are correct. I suppose I could. Yeah, like the little area is where I put them, you know. So iterating, making area 2D nodes, you make. So I don't think I need to, actually. I don't think I need to have these be like their own scene that I'm iterating and putting in. When all the way that I figure this will work, I shouldn't need anything other than the name of the spot and where it is in the scene. Because if I can get where it is in the scene and what the name of it is, the name I can then compare into the array to find out, is there something there? Because then I don't have to have anything conflicting. I don't have to change a bit in the spot and in the area we are and in an array. And the if I have the positions, then all I have to do is when I'm hovering over one of the texture Rex areas, then it would be like, hey, yo, I'm texture Rex 4 and I'm at position 2020. And then the array is like, yo, position 4, or location 4? Yeah, that bitch is empty. And it's like, all right, well, we know he's on 2020, put him there. And so that way it locks into that location. And since we already checked the array for, hey, what was that area for? Well, we already know what that information is. We can then change that bit since we have that information already saved, since we're putting it in that new location. So that way the area doesn't care. The area literally does not know what's there. It doesn't have any knowledge of what is in its location. All it knows is its name and its location. That's all I need. Because then I don't have to make 25 things that all have like a bunch of information stored in it. All they have is just an area. All right, texture Rex, what is your current? Hopefully I'm making sense. For people who weren't here for the first one, or the first entire thing, this probably wouldn't make too much sense, honestly. But if you're here for the pain of the previous thing, then I mean, hopefully some of that made some sense. I'm really sorry. Okay, not layouts. Hello. Honestly, I'm completely lost. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Position. Vector 2 is 4, 65. Fucking bites Riru. Y'all, everyone can everyone bite Riru? Riru bit me. That's kind of mean. I don't know if I appreciate being treated like this. All right, so theoretically, we have these two. There's new coding, so it's bound to happen. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, still upsetting. And 1 second. My node dot size equals, nope, vector 2, and this is just a 48 by 48 pixels size item. Sweet. So I guess what I should say is, with the previous game that I made, again, I'm just remaking the game that I just kind of, gave up, quote unquote, on. The issues with that one was the areas that I was placing things on had to store information in it. So this spot, undo. This spot has to know what's here, right? It has to know what's in it, is it occupied, etc., in order to get everything to work. But I had other information that also basically kept track of the same thing. And in order to fix it, I would have to basically start over from the beginning, right? and I had to redo a bunch of work. So I'm redoing a bunch of work, and I'm making it smarter this time around. So like we're generating the things, but since it's generating it and it's making these 25 items initially, I want it to be as simple as freaking possible. All right, so we can make a variable for node position X and node position Y, or area position X, and then we can just iterate on them. Not 7 or 8, Y. Area position-y! And then what we can do is, like, maybe the first one is, we set that to 465, so it has 465. And then we can just add X or Y to it. You want to generate the creatures into specific tiles needed that way. The tiles themselves don't need the information. Rather, the information to generate the creatures on said tile is needed. Second, reading through this one again. Generate the creatures onto specific tiles needed that way. The tiles themselves don't need information. Rather, the information to generate the creatures on said tile is needed. If I'm fully understanding what you're saying, yes. Words. It's kind of word soupy. We're getting into word soup territory, y'all. But yeah, the area is a dumb area. It doesn't store anything other than like the most basic stuffs of what it is. And then I just ask it questions. It's like, hey, yo, what's your name? And it's like, my name's A. And it's like, that's not an area. Get the fuck out of here. And then I get deleted. There you go. But yeah, instead I'm calling on it and I'm referencing the information it's giving me against information I'm storing elsewhere. So that way all the information I'm storing is storing in one spot. Way to put it, you want the generic creatures to go in the area specified. Yeah, I think that's a decent way of putting it. This actually, honestly, when it came to generating them in the first place, it was easy. It was moving them that is where this got really fucking messy. Because this is going to be a merging game too. I want to be able to pick up a creature, move it to another spot, and put it on another creature of the same tier and merge them together. So I had to know, like, what creature am I holding? What creature, or where did it come from? So I can put it back if it can't merge correctly. What is the size, I guess, level of the creature in the new tile that I'm hovering over right now? What is the size of the creature if I put it's like, and there's all this general information that was just had to be stored in so many different spots because if I really messily put it all together. And so instead I'm setting it up so one spot stores all the information. So the area that I'm putting it doesn't store the information. I don't need to ask it like 3 or 4 questions to solve one action. I just have to, I have all the information stored somewhere else. And that central spot is what's kind of controlling where things are, how things are there. Is it okay for something to be put there? It's handled in its own script instead of handled in 25 individual scripts for each area. Anyways, so now I have to do math. The size is always going to be 48 by 48. And the position is going to be, well, the first one is 465. Yep, each tile will act the same. It's just, its name and location is the only thing that's different. So why copy the script 25 times over? Yep. Yeah, if I'm copying the same script 25 times, then there's a problem. And there was a problem. I was copying the script 25 times. All right. All right, I think what I can do is this and this and, oh wait, can I do that? I don't think I can do it like that because then I would be filling in both of them with this. This is, you know, area position X. That's not even valid anyways. Position underscore X. equals... Like, theoretically, I could actually do area position X. And then before it does this, like, we started off, and X is... Like, the very first round is like a 4 and 65. That is what they are, right? Yep, 465. So because we already know the first one, it's like, yeah, no, it's 4 and 65. Easy peasy. And it's like, my node position X, my node position Y. Equals area position Y. And because, so this says, all right, we're putting this bitch in this location. So now we have that bitch in that location. Then it adds it. But we do want to actually update the positions. So now we go back to here. Now what is that? That is 56 by 65. And it should be the same amount each freaking time. So instead of this next one being like an 8 or something, we want it to be plus 52. So area position X equals plus equals 52. So we're adding 52 to the number. And that should move it over by 1. But wait, we only want to do this. Fuck! We only want to do this 5. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I doing it like this at all? Why the fuck am I doing it like this? Why am I doing it like this? There's literally a grid array system. It will put it into a freaking grid shape. I just have to place the freaking grid shape. Container, grid container. Zay. Wow. All right, so we have a grid container. Who freaking raw? Going back to the script real quick, we actually want to put this add child. We actually want to add this child into texture rect. So how do we add child into a specific location? Oh god, where was that? Where was that line? I can't even scroll up high enough to see it. Fudge. Okay, add child Godot 4. I have to Google stuff to find specific entries. Not that one. Yeah, because I'm trying to find out how to add the child into the grid container. Because if we have the grid container set up properly with 5 columns and 5 rows or whatever, then I can have that. It just does all the shaping for me. It puts them in the correct locations instantly, and then it's fine. Then it's totally fine. I don't have to like hand math out what the size and the shape difference between all the stuffs is. It's like, no, put them in the freaking grid. And it's like, cool, we got a grid. Okay, this is not helpful. Add child to control node, I guess. Okay, that's not helpful either. Ah! How do I add a child into a specific... onto a specific node? Because I want it to be under the grid container. How to spawn children... I have to be very careful how I'm phrasing this, by the way. I have to be so fucking careful. In grid container... Godot 4... Add child. You add child on the grid. My grid dot add child. Okay, that makes intuitive sense. That makes intuitive sense. So we could do grid dot add child node 1. Ah! Hello. Hello. I mean grid is not declared. Fish located. 1 second. We got clappies. How are you? What were y'all up to? What's going on? What's up? All right, so theoretically this should make 25 instances of a texture rect into the grid, but we have to color it so we know what we're doing, because otherwise we can't see anything. Doing good is writing design doc and outline for your custom panel. Ooh, that's exciting. That's really exciting. What is the topic of it? How goes what you gaming? So I've started remaking the game that we were just working on, the merging game, because I was doing a lot of things really sloppily. It was not working very good, generally, just at all. So I am remaking it from the ground up with new knowledge. And so far it's going a lot better. It's very slow. I'm trying to figure out stuff, but it is going a lot better. I feel a lot better about this already. Ninja, go take care. Be a lovely person. Go up, do whatever you're doing. I don't think I'm gonna be live for too much longer. Honestly, I'm amazed I've already gone another 2 hours. Like I was streaming this morning for like 40 minutes, but like I came back, it's like I just wanted to code. But it's so exciting. I'm learning new things. All right, what the fuck was I gonna look up? Oh yeah, I was gonna try and figure out what the color of this thing was. 1 second. Can these have... let's actually load in this theme. And now let's actually edit this theme. Like, is there stuff in here for me to do? So that's button. We want to look, is texture rect in here? Oh, grid container can have its own things as well. That's actually kind of fun. Dang it. Okay, so what on earth can the stuffs for this be? How to start streaming on online, how to start a design doc to outline your scope and goals, hardware requirements, different streaming softwares, how to set up OBS, what bots to use, the difference between them, and if I have time, general tips and tricks, including a small touch on the social aspect like boundary setting, how peeps don't need to be afraid to moderate their own community. That's right, yeah, we were talking a little bit on that in the stream before. yeah, I'm excited to see the kind of final version of that, and to be hypercritical and be able to tell you how you did everything wrong. God help me. Please. Please correct me. No, the final version, after you're done with the stream. Okay, so I can't apparently set up the texture on that, which is kind of annoying. It's like, how? Yeah. Or essay and everything is incorrect at the panel. Good. Like, that's actually a type of thing that I've been meaning to make a video on, is just, hey, you're trying to get started, here's the basics. Like, we're just getting you fucking going here, man. And then throw in some stuffs like that as well. Visibility, ordering. It's like, is that control panel? Yeah, it's the grid now. There you go. Okay, using standard properties for positioning. We don't care. It's a texture rect. Why can I not just like get its size or get a color on it, get a texture on it? Oh, literally texture at the top. Fucking. Just to see what it looks like, we're loading up this texture. Oh. Ignore size? No. Oh, this should be 24 by 24? Badge. Lower the information about all the things, what all things do, all things that trim down and fit the scope for a script. Practice, 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 practice. 40 by 48, okay. I was close, I was half off. Totally close. Okay, so we go back to our script. Can I define the texture? I feel like I can. Okay, so we get the size, we get the area. My node dot texture equals copy. Oops. Fine. Icon dot svg. Is that going to work? Let's fucking see if that works. Yeah, I figured that wouldn't work. Yep. If I type string, yeah, I can't do a string. Heck. Heck. All right. So, how do I... So we can't have a string in there. It's like, I need this just to see what's going on. This isn't even really required. I just need to know. Actually, no. You know what I could do? Here's what I'm gonna do. Like, that's invisible. Government is the government doesn't want you to know this, but the mythics are free. You can just take them for panel help. Because this is interpreting what our stream stuff is externally, or explain where we got our assumptions wrong. But it'll be a cool thing overall. Okay, so in here, what are the locations of all of these? Position 12.4. Position 16.4? 0.8? The fuck? On that, can I Dang it. So how do I get them to be visible? I could just make them not texture wrapped at first. Like, it does, they don't, like, here's what I'm gonna do, right? We're gonna copy this. We're gonna get rid of all that. We're not gonna make it texture wrapped. You got this, fam. Ah, see, that's where you're wrong, my good friend. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, control node. What? Let's just do a color rect then. Color rect. Let's actually make a color rect so I can take a look at this. Like what? Yeah, that should just work. And we need... Is it invisibility? Pressure, material. Like, I need the size of it. It's almost the right size. Not quite. It's almost there. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes permanent. There's the difference. You can just keep practicing the wrong thing and it just fuck you up. Aha! It's in transform. Yeah, so that's set up correctly, but position. All right, so yep, 48 by 48. It should work. Nope. Nope, that did not fucking work. You do have this whether you like it or not. There's nothing you can say to change that. I feel like I don't got this. Alright, so if we have... Being sort of good at something? Yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm not saying that, like, I should be good at this. I'm saying it's just really weird it's not working. Mood. Okay, so it puts it in... Oh, wait a second. Okay, well, for one... Oh, no, the size is fine. What am I saying? I don't give a shit about the position. Yeah, the size is what we wanted to change. That's fine. Okay, yeah, let's just put this in here, and what the fuck does that look like? Oh, it's gone! What? Where the fuck are you? Oh, you're invisible. Duh, oh my god. Okay, but it does disappear when it's inside the grid. Okay. Visibility is on. So much as let's show behind top level. Nope. Color like this. Still not visible in here. Okay, well, let's solve this problem now. Still not visible. Okay, we set to expand, and it will do so. Oh, it's size and such set to not the right size. One second. What is Z relative? Or Z index? Is the order which the nodes you render, no, the higher Z index is in front of those. Okay, yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not dealing with that quite yet. That's not required for this. Layout. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go. Yeah, because I put an item in here and the item is just vanishing. It is not. Wait, this node doesn't have a control parent. What? What? What is happening? I don't know what these are. Canvas item grid anchor? Oh. Grid anchors. Theoretically, would I want these here and here? Anyways. Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a dog. Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on chili dogs up in here. See, it's like it's moving at like 1 pixel over, but it's just not showing the fuckers. And it's not keeping the size of them. Visibility is on. That's the canvas item stuff, so we're trying to find... What is happening? What is going on? Okay, child, use container properties for positioning. Okay. Grid, what is your positioning currently? Node size and node's bounding rectangle. If you set it by greater than 0, the node's bounding rectangle will always have at least this size, even if the content is smaller. Set to 0, 0, no, automatically fits the content will be... Okay, 48 by 48. They're not here still. Stop lying to me. I don't know what these settings are. I really should actually probably hover over these. Chili dog, you ever seen ad? I very rarely gotten a chili dog. Sadly, mine's probably just like a standard chili dog. Just like a standard hot dog in the US with chili on top. Nothing crazy. Turn container nodes, so they should resize and place the nodes on the x-axis. Combination. Okay, I don't think that's what we need here. Well, I'm gonna be real. I'm just gonna look up what I'm doing here. Grid container. Godot. Not showing color rect. That is really way too big. That is way too big. Set custom minimum size property in each subscene. Man, a family reunion, eat a whole kill pasta sausage, then use 2 hot dog buns to create a linked dual chili dog. Kimbo style. Oh my god. The sharing menu. Yeah, that's kind of big. It makes sense as a sharing thing. Trust, did they eat it? Okay, far as I can tell, I don't know what I'm doing. Does not transform. Container sizing, I don't believe is it. This is parent stuffs. Theoretically, it'd be like in here. But it's expanding to fit the container. What? Cannot tell if I felt related to him or alienated from him. Is Kibasa on it? Kibasa just, you know, this is pretty good. Dog. What the fuck is that? All this, see if something is fucking visible. Not visible, correct. Reasons not doing work dark control type children. What the fuck? Yep, honestly, I think I should probably call this a stream. Because I'm clearly losing my fucking brain. Let me go into script and turn this to a color rect, back to a texture rect. Well, no, I'm just gonna delete all this and then, because we have all this that we're gonna be using. Yep. Don't do that, please. You know, I'll be live tomorrow with more Godot shenanigans. Hopefully after a bit of rest, I'll be able to better understand what I'm trying to do. But hey, honestly, I am feeling a lot better about this than I was before. It's like, I guess we don't need either of these now. So once I get this working and we put stuffs into the grid, then we're able, then it just handles the placement inherently. So hey, that should make life a lot easier. I'm feeling good about this, but throw up the ending card. Hold on a second. Is there even we were here earlier? I'm kind of curious if they're going live right now. Nope. Dang. All right, I'm just gonna let this go. Have a lovely rest of your day, everyone. See us in the future. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. Love yous. Oh my god, Dusk showing up at the very end. All right. See yous.